Imagine that specific quiet tension when you're out on the campaign trail, and suddenly you're just hit with this unexplainable heaviness.
Yeah, like those late night spirals of self-doubt.
Right, or relational storms fracturing your team right out of nowhere. It's that feeling of being completely blindsided by a pressure that goes way beyond normal political stress. Welcome back to the deep dive. We are continuing our dive into the campaign series of Faith Flow Rooted Ministry. Today, we are answering the question, how do candidates protect their faith during a campaign?
And I'm really glad we're looking at this today because there is this dangerous tendency in politics to, misdiagnose that exact heaviness you just
Oh,
described.
for sure. You probably just write it off.
Exactly. You dismiss that deep exhaustion or sudden division as just normal campaign stress.
Mhm.
But these guides point out a totally different reality. Stepping into a public calling paints an unseen spiritual target on your back. It's not just a demanding schedule, it's active resistance.
I mean, treating that like it's just a scheduling problem or a PR crisis is that basically like bringing a spreadsheet to a sword fight.
That is the perfect way to say it. Yes, you cannot out-organize spiritual opposition.
Right, because you might think you just need a bigger platform to outrun the criticism.
Hmm.
But you don't need a bigger platform. You need stronger protection, right? Because the resistance you're feeling is often spiritual warfare.
Well, yeah, and that's where the perspective shift really has to happen. The guides take us straight to Ephesians 6.1112. For those who might not be familiar, it's about putting on the armor of God. It grounds you in the reality that the true struggle isn't against flesh and blood.
Right, it's against unseen spiritual forces.
Exactly. The real opposition is not the other candidate or like some anonymous critic on social media.
Which really changes where you aim your energy. I noticed the resources actually pair that Ephesians passage with 1 Samuel 17.3437.
Oh, yeah, the David and Goliath connection.
Right. We all know the story of David facing Goliath, which is like the ultimate massive public victory. But this points out that before David ever faced Goliath in public, he fought lions and bears in secret.
That is such a crucial point. His armor was not forged under a spotlight. It was formed in the quiet, overlooked places of obedience and trust when nobody was watching.
Wow. So the public battle requires private readiness.
Yes, you cannot survive the debate stage or, the press conference if you haven't won the battle in the stillness first.
That makes so much sense, but how do you actually do that in real life? The Spiritual Warfare on the Campaign Trail Guide addresses this directly, and I want to explicitly state that this resource is from Faith Flow Rooted Ministry.
Yeah, it takes these heavy realities and gives you a way to, well, ground yourself daily.
Like with the armor check-in worksheet, right? I found that
Yeah.
super practical.
Exactly. That worksheet is built for exactly this. It turns spiritual vulnerability into daily proactive protection.
Wait, so how does that actually function day to day? Like, how is it different from just telling yourself to have faith?
Well, it forces a deliberate pause. It doesn't just say, be peaceful. It asks you to physically write down the exact lie or criticism that kept you up the night before.
Oh, wow. That's intense.
Yeah, and then it walks you through matching that specific lie against a specific truth. You're literally practicing putting on the belt of truth from that Ephesians passage.
So instead of just carrying that anxiety into a morning staff meeting, you're neutralizing it. You anchor yourself in peace before you even check your phone.
Right. You are intentionally putting on that protection rather than just reacting to whatever crisis the day throws at you.
So you're fighting those lions and bears in private first. It completely shifts how you handle the weight of leadership. We invite you to check out the Spiritual Warfare on the Campaign Trail Guide and its companion visual story, The Armor They Didn't See flipbook from Faithful Rooted Ministry.
It is such an important shift to make.
It really is. You can also find the companion song, Armored in Faith, and we direct you specifically to the Faithflow Campaign Series page at faithflowrootedministry.org.
And as we close, I just want to leave you with an important question to carry with you. What if your most consequential campaign victory isn't won at the ballot box, but in the quiet, unseen moments where you choose faith over fear?